Nirvishesa Shundavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande.
Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Sata Shri Madhi Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopala Sham Sundara Jabhumi Shri Vrindavanam
Tankan kalaye Hito narsimha parato narsimha Parayami Tato Narsimha. Pahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamal Vade Nakam Adbhuta Shikam Dalita Hidanyakashipu Anubinga Keshavadeta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadeta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadeta Narahari Rupa Jaya Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsimha Dev Narsimha Dev Narsimha Dev Jaya Narsimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Shringadev Bhagavan ki Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai Gaur Premanamde
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada said when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should chant like the small child who is taking shelter of her mother. So I could see that child very enthusiastically chanting the Mahamantra. So welcome this afternoon for our weekly Krishna festival. So today's lecture will be given by His Grace Ajita Prabhu. He was away for some time. He just reminded me yesterday when I met that he was away for 9 months. To be honest, I didn't felt his presence, missed, because he was always serving while he was in India. He manages our website and does many fantastic services in and around the temple. Also conducts a weekly Bhakti Vriksha program. Very, very active at our university preaching at IIT. So he does serve Kishore, Kishori and Krishna in many ways. If you mind sitting, while the announcements are going on, please sit down. So he will be speaking on a wonderful topic, confidence in Krishna. Very, very relevant for all the sadhakas who are trying to practice Krishna consciousness. So we will hear from him this afternoon. Today's afternoon feast was cooked by Russian devotees. So when you go up for prasadam this afternoon, you can see the difference. It's not going to be the regular prasad that we all are used to. So let us give a big round of applause for the devotees. It is amazing because Krishna is the Lord of the universe. So it is very, very interesting that he get to taste different kinds of foodstuffs, whether it is in Russia, Italy, Gujarat, or any Asian countries, or in US. So it's very nice that devotees are coming forward and trying to cook something for the Lord. Saturday, September 5th is our yearly Janmashtami festival. Shri Krishna Janmashtami ki. So we'll be making announcements every week about this festival. This is a big festival for not only Gaudiya Vaishnavas but many of the Hindus who celebrate the occasion when Lord Krishna appeared during midnight time. So the program here will start at around 5 o'clock on Saturday and it will go all the way till midnight, concluding with the Aarti and then Prasadam. Now, to put up this festival, as we've been mentioning, there is a lot of effort and services required. And some of you have been volunteering to offer some services, but we are still require there are a lot of areas that need some attention when it comes to services. So we request you please today, before you go home, there is a small table outside. If you could volunteer your name and any service, if you have a specific interest in doing something, you can just register yourself. So we request you please, before you leave, just give your names so we know, because we are planning this service sheet for many devotees. I was just told that there are some services Thursday evening and Friday evening. They're going to making some garlands and flower decoration on the day of Janmashtami. So if you are interested, again, please give your name, specifically mentioning that you would like to do this flower seva. Also, those of us who are working people, who work outside, this is another opportunity that we get to offer some of the fruits of our hard work. Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita that one way to become free from the actions that we perform out there is to offer the fruits of that work. And one way we can offer that fruit is by giving some charity. It's not that Krishna needs anything. Krishna is Lakshmipati. So he's got all the wealth. But it is for our benefit that we offer something to Krishna. So once a year, this is an opportunity for us to give some donation in some shape or form. And as I mentioned, that this is a yearly thing that helps the temple keep going with the festivities, because we don't ask for donations during other festivals. This is a big one. So we request all of you to make some donation. There are various things that we are doing. There is Kalash Abhishek, there is a midnight Aarti, there is flowers, all kinds of ways in which you can offer some charity. So again, there's a table outside, you can give your names, and we can also give you a tax exemption receipt if you like. That can help you save some money at the end of the year. So again, we want all of us to get excited about this festival. Festival starts at 5 o'clock again next Saturday. So please come with your family, with your friends, relatives, and let us make this festival a wonderful festival, and for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and also for our deities, Shri Kishore Kishori. Thank you very much. Is there anybody here for the first time? Okay, so while you leave this evening, this afternoon, there is a devotee outside who will be handing out some gift for you. It is a book by our founder Acharya, which you can read and get inspired by. Hare Krishna. So now we'll hear from His Grace Ajita Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Very happy to be back. Like Balaram Prabhu said, I was stuck in India for 9 months, and then finally, last Monday I came back, and back home, back to Iskcon, Chicago. Very, very happy. So thank you for welcoming me, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. So this is something that I realized over the 9 months of my stay away from Shri Kishore Kishori. Confidence in Krishna. It's something amazing that only devotees can have. Yes, confidence is a very, very, it can be superficial, one can fake it, and many people are born confident. But real confidence is in the face of difficulty. How confident can we be when we are really faced and tested? Our faith is tested, right? So that's confidence in Krishna. There is Srila Prabhupada, standing in the front of a Western audience, 70 plus years old, and spreading the Hare Krishna movement, single-handedly, with the help of people who are really teenagers. I was very fortunate, actually. When I was in Calcutta, there was the celebration of Srila Prabhupada leaving Calcutta for United States. It was August 13th. Exactly 50 years ago, Srila Prabhupada took a cab. He didn't even have a car. Took a cab with 4 other people, came to the Khidr Pradak, got on the ship with his son and 3 other gentlemen. And most of us as devotees, we hear the thing that Srila Prabhupada came to the West with 40 rupees, right? His son actually was speaking. He's the only last alive person who was there with Prabhupada on his way to the Jaladuta. And he shared that actually Srila Prabhupada took the 40 rupees to the ship, and when they all came to say goodbye, he gave it to his son, saying, "My dear son Vrindavan, as a father I'm giving this to you, because when I cross the ocean, this 40 rupees won't mean anything." So Srila Prabhupada came to the West penniless. He had no money, and yet he was confident. He had 2 heart attacks, and yet he was confident. He didn't know if anybody will come to pick him up from the Boston Harbor. but he was confident Krishna will take care of him. So Srila Prabhupada created Iskcon, and Iskcon has grown 5 times since Srila Prabhupada left this planet. So let that be our inspiration as we go through, and I'll keep bringing it back to our example, our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, how he has always been confident in the face of difficulties, and how Krishna has always kept his promise. There's one friend that we have, Krishna, who never lets us down. And thus he has a name, Ajita, the infallible. Never in history, ever, has Krishna let anybody down. He will lie for his devotee, he will kill for his devotee, he will do anything for his devotees, but he will not let his devotees down. That is what is the seed for our confidence. This is what Srila Prabhupada's own words. One of the processes of surrender is that one should simply depend on Krishna, convinced that he will give one all protection. That Krishna will protect his devotee is a fact. It's not faith, it's fact. So what does this mean in our own words? Especially the place I highlighted, simply depend on Krishna. What does that mean to you? Anybody? Yes. Sorry? Complete faith. Can you speak in maybe a little bit more, like a sentence?
A devotee is trying to simply depend upon Krishna. That means he has no other means to think about it. Okay, he knows very well, has a strong faith that Krishna is the one who is going to protect. So he'll simply depend on Krishna's mercy.
Okay. All right. Somebody else? Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. It means that we're not attached to what Krishna's reciprocation will look like, because if we're looking for our own ideas for Krishna to reciprocate in one way, then it's really we're just looking for Krishna to satisfy our desires, versus seeing Krishna as our protector and having faith that his reciprocation can come in many, many different forms that were possibly not expected.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Anybody from the Mataji side wants to? Okay. Yes, Prabhu. We don't depend on anybody else. Okay. Krishna Eka Sharanam. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, Mataji.
Whether it is good or bad, it is Krishna's ways, and Krishna will take care of it.
Krishna will take care of it. Okay. Thank you very much. So, next question would be, so should we not do anything? If there's a problem, if we have issues, Krishna will just take care of it? Is that Krishna's position? Krishna's God, right? Is God our servant or we are God's servant? We're God's servant. Okay, so in a face of difficulty, what do we do? How do we apply this? Simply depend on Krishna.
Just complete surrender. Whatever Krishna bestow, just surrender.
And how do you act in that surrender? What do you do when you surrender?
Whatever will take you, whatever Krishna will take you, goes as done.
Okay, I'll make it easier. Let's say midnight, you're woken up by a noise in your house. Somebody's knocking or trying to break into your house. And you remember this. So how do you act knowing this principle? Simply depend on Krishna. Yes, sir. Call on Krishna for help. Okay. What's another kind of activity? What else? How do we act in Krishna consciousness? Yes, sir.
Act as if we are doer, but knowing that Krishna is ultimate doer, and the results, final results, he will be awarding us.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay.
I will tell them, take everything, but leave my altar alone. Altar.
He was saying, take everything but leave my altar.
Oh, take everything. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
I think it's important not to just wait and say, oh, Krishna will take care of it. I still have to do my part. Whether it is going out, checking out who is in there, calling the police, whatever it is, trying to understand it. I have to do my part and then not worry about whatever will happen, because whatever will happen will be the right thing.
Yeah, call 911.
I'll use another simple example. Let's say my child is sick. I can't just say God will take care of it.
Right.
I still have to do my part, whether it's calling the doctor, getting the medicine, but not worry about it.
And
So
God
that's
is
the
taking
difference
care through that doctor.
Huh?
And God is taking care through that doctor.
Right, through the doctor or whatever, but it won't happen without my action.
Right.
So I still have to take action but not worry about it, and that's the difference between moh and prem.
Right. So that's how Srila Prabhupada coined it, pure devotional service. It's not just devotion. Yes, Mataji.
So surrender is a state of mind above anything else. So in any kind of situation, it's about what your mindset is going to first go to, like your first reaction. So if you're in a process of surrender, that means that if you're in any kind of difficulty, your first thing is to pray to Krishna and ask him for guidance, ask him for help, knowing that you're not the doer, and to just rely on him and listen, to what Krishna is telling you via praying. And somehow it all comes together in the end. But that's what surrender kind of feels like. It's just you're relying on him, and whatever he decides is going to happen based on your karma, you're going to accept, knowing that Krishna is your ultimate well-wisher and protector.
And that mood, does that make you, what does that give you? Is that confidence? Is that happiness? What is the output of that mentality?
Well, again, it really, for me at least, I can't speak for anything else aside from my experience, is that it gives you a certain, it's all commiserate on your state of surrender. So to the degree to which you surrender, and you honestly can gauge that within yourself, to that degree you can have that confidence that Krishna is going to protect you. So for myself, I know I'm not surrendered, so I don't have that level of confidence just yet. But at least it takes some of the stress out of the situation, that you know that it's not in your hands, that all you can do is just really pray to Krishna for guidance and try to be the best possible servant in that situation.
Perfect. Thank you, Mataji. That's perfect. Okay, that's really great. Thank you very much for all the answers. So here's a little story. Anybody who doesn't know Prahlad Maharaj in the audience? Anybody who doesn't know him? Okay, good. So this is Prahlad Maharaj, a wonderful devotee, 5 years old. Do we have any 5-year-olds here? Hopefully they're in the Sunday school. Okay. So Prahlad had difficulties, really severe difficulties, right? His father was trying to kill him, burn him, boil him. I mean, the grossest form was, when I heard this, that Prahlad was put under the deepest of oceans. He was tied up, and a mountain was put on top of him, right? And he still broke out of it. And he came back smiling. And the worst thing was, he always smiled. He was always happy. His father couldn't take it. Like, if he even raised an eyebrow, son would know, oh, it's too hot. I should probably cool down a little bit. That's Hiranyakashipu. That's his prowess. Such powerful person. And his son is totally not scared of his father. Demigods, they're so powerful. He's a 5-year-old who doesn't give a, about his father. And his father asked him, so where do you get your strength from? And he's like, wherever you get it from, the same person, Lord Vishnu. And he gets even more furious, throws him down from the mountain. I mean, look at that. Lord Vishnu is right at the bottom, holding him. So Krishna is always protecting him. And knowing this, he is confident that my Lord, even though he's never seen the Lord, he's never seen Krishna, he's heard about him from Narad Muni. He's heard about Krishna. Unless you know the person, how can you be confident, right? So just by knowing who God is, having faith, he's fully confident that no matter what happens, no matter where I am, Krishna is always there to protect me. And that is huge. In this material world, everything is run by fear. I always look around my friends, scared of losing their jobs if they don't work hard enough. Some of my friends work till 11 o'clock at night, There are other people who are scared of losing their husbands if they are not, not attractive enough. There are other things. So we're always insecure. We don't know how to satisfy everybody and how to be secure. And so no matter how rich, no matter how powerful, even the politicians who are so rich and everything, and they have everything pretty much, they're scared, right? Losing their position, not being elected next time. Everybody is scared. Fear is what governs the material world. And love is what governs the spiritual world. And you can bring the spiritual world to material world when you are in Krishna consciousness. And a person acting in Krishna consciousness is not fearful. He's confident because he totally and fully, 110%, perceives Krishna's love, that Krishna is there. It is so clear that you can cut it. It is so solid. It is so, it's as good as like you and I are sitting here. This is real. Such reality, even more real, is Krishna's love. And one who is sincere, like Rasa Mataji said, to the degree we are surrendered, to the degree we have faith, to that degree we can be confident. Krishna says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sitaiva bhajamyaham. To the degree you surrender, to that degree I reciprocate. Actually, Krishna does more than that. If you take one step, he takes 1,000 steps. We've heard that many times from Prabhupada, right? So that's a great example of Prahlad Maharaj. So confident for what? Given what we spoke about, what is it that we're looking for? What are we confident about? What will Krishna do? Anybody? Yes? Sukha Krishna Prabhu.
Preserve what you have and provide what you lack.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Right from the Shastras. You sure that you wanted to say something?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared. Confident that Krishna has our best interests in mind, even when it doesn't look like it. Sort of understanding the love behind the tough.
So if somebody comes here saying, my dear Krishna, please get me an A in all subjects and make sure I get a 4.0 GPA, is Krishna bound to do that?
He's not bound to anything.
So in that case, what's the confidence? What is he providing? Sukha Krishna Prabhu said he protects what we have and provides what we lack, right? Sustains. So how is that? You lose your GPA. You come join Krishna consciousness and your GPA goes way down. Now what? Somebody wants to answer that? Yes? We have some students here.
Which one?
Oh, sorry. Yes, Prabhu.
If you pray for an A and you get a C, Krishna has a plan for you. And that's confidence.
Recently George Bush was a commencement, and he said, congratulations to all the toppers, and by the way, the C graders, you might be the next president of the United States. Because that's like the C average, people actually tend to be. But yeah, somebody over there had a hand raised. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, confident means like, maybe now I'm not understanding what is happening is good to me, but whatever is happening, it's by the God's hand it is happening. Maybe now I am feeling difficulty, I'm not feeling, I don't want this, but it is not like that. Whatever is happening, it's through Krishna, his plan. Later I will understand this is for my good.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, we tend to be myopic. Sometimes we look at things from a very short-term perspective. Darn it, I asked. Actually, somebody did that. I heard this from Jai Jagannath Prabhu, that there was one Mataji who would come here, and every day she would come and pray that, my dear Krishna, make sure, I don't know if she said my dear Krishna, but she said, Krishna, make sure my son gets all A's. And then a few days later, she came back and said, she was very angry, and somebody asked her what happened. She's like, my son got 9 A's and 1 B. How could Krishna do this to my son? So, seeing it short term, and seeing also Krishna as a servant. My dear Krishna, how could he not clean my bathroom? It's that mentality. That is not surrender. Krishna is not even a good janitor. This is not how we see love for God, right? We know Krishna knows best. I might have a plan, But Krishna has a plan, and Krishna's plan is the best plan because he knows past, present, future. He's all-knowing, he is all-powerful, he's the most beautiful. I mean, he has everything. He's God, come on. And if you're being a devotee, he's not stone. He doesn't want you to suffer. He's not sadistic, right? He's the best plan for you. So, confident that Krishna knows what is best for me, and he'll only do what is best for me. And know this for a fact, because Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 2, text 40. He says that one who comes to me, even makes even the slightest progress in devotional life, for him, trayate mahate bhayat. For such a person, the darkest, deepest, biggest fear is gone. And what is that biggest fear? Taking birth, who knows where. When I was a child, I used to have asthma. And there were times where I couldn't breathe. You know, I would be on the couch like a fish, like I couldn't breathe. And I could see, like, my God, I could die any moment. And I was not a devotee. So death was face to face, and I know what it means to be scared by death. Very, very scary, right? And some of us might have had that experience. But Krishna takes away that fear. If you go to Vrindavan, we have a hospice ward. I heard this from Radharaman Prabhu, our vice president. His mother-in-law was leaving her body, and he took her there so she could live her last moments in the holy dham. And what happened, he was sharing that he was going through different wards. And each ward is like people, patients who are like maybe 6 months life expectancy. Some are like 1 month, some are a few days, like that. And yet, devotees were so happy, even though they're about to die, so happy. They were glorifying Krishna, they were chanting, they were, sharing realizations, they were, devotee friends. Only devotees do that. I heard this, I was like, wow, this is kind of nice. I wish I could see this. And Krishna made that happen for me. I was in the gift store, I used to be the gift store manager. And there was this gentleman, he's maybe 60 or so years old. And somebody told me he has cancer, and he's going to die in a month or so. But he did not look like he had cancer. He was so happy and blissful. And I said, Prabhu, if you don't mind, may I ask you a question? He said, yeah, sure. I said, I heard you have cancer. Is that true? He's like, yes, last stage. And he was smiling. I'm like, could you please explain? Like, do you chat? He's like, no, I always wanted to be a devotee since 60s. Actually saw Srila Prabhupada. But I never took it up. But now, as soon as the day I heard the doctor say that I won't live too long, I quit my job and I started doing what I always wanted to do. And what is that? I wanted to do book distribution. So I take things from the books from the temple and I distribute them. And it makes me very happy. And my goodness, this person would buy so many things from the gift store. And he was so happy. He would dance here around Tulsi Maharani. And in the morning I would see him. Evening I would see him. Just such a happy soul. And I was thinking to myself, he doesn't chant 16 rounds. He's not initiated. He wasn't serious about devotional service. And yet, Krishna is so kind. He has so much confidence in Krishna that he's protected from the scariest moment of his life. And what I heard from his friends, that he left very peacefully, very happily. That is confidence in Krishna. So here, Krishna in his own words speaks. There's 2 verses. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Offer obeisances and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you'll come to me. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me and with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Right? So I like about Bhagavad Gita, one thing, for those who are, new, some students who have come from IIT, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna never says maybe or probably. He speaks flat out. This is what's going to happen. I like that. And that's God right there. He can speak with confidence, right? So he says, no doubt, you'll come back to me. Just do this, this, and this, right? So here, the important part is, come to me. That's what Krishna is looking for. A fish out of water. You can put the fish in a Rolls Royce, give him carob ice cream. In Krishna house we make carob ice cream, so that's. You could give the fish whatever sense gratification you can think of, but the fish will not be happy, right? So we have forgotten Krishna, and that's like the fish out of water situation. No matter what we do, good car, good wife, good house, happiness doesn't come somehow. The richest people are the most unhappy people out there. So Krishna, he might take away all our riches. He might take away what we have, or he might give it to us. Whatever it takes to bring us back to that state of happiness, whatever it takes to bring us back home, back to Krishna. Because that happiness is unbounded, it's unthinkable. I can tell you, as I'm practicing for 8 years. I'm still like just getting started. But whatever little bit glimpse I've had of Krishna consciousness, it's addictive. I mean, I've never done drugs, but boy, when I meet drug addicts, I tell them, try chanting Hare Krishna. You will be hooked. I preach to a lot of college students, and it is true. Many of them have been able to give up, tea, coffee, alcohol, drugs. Just the happiness that Krishna provides from within is uncomparable to anything materially possible to experience. It's amazing. So, I can speak as much as I want, but I want you to experience it. If you haven't experienced it, please experience it. And we'll tell you how by the end of the lecture. But just the process of Krishna consciousness is happy, it's just happiness. Prabhupada would say it's actually entertainment. You chant, you dance, you eat nice prasadam, you be happy. And before you know, you're at a whole different state where nothing bad, no calamities affect you. Something nice I was reading the other day, that taking shelter of Krishna is not hiding your face. It's not escapism. It is actually, Krishna gives you what it takes to face the difficulties with a smiling face. You don't have to be scared anymore. Because Krishna's there. You saw Nrsimhadev hugging Prahlad Maharaj. He was hugging him the whole time. Right? He was there within from Prahlad Maharaj's heart. So we can experience Krishna very, very easily by very easy processes. And so we need to know Krishna and understand him. And that's very important to develop confidence, right? To have confidence in a person, you have to know the person and how he or she operates, right? Just forget, God for 1 second. Okay, he might be like a little unreachable for all of us. We can think of persons we have confidence in. Maybe our parents, maybe our siblings, maybe the pilot who's driving the plane. We have confidence in people, right? So how do we have confidence in people? What are some traits that help us develop confidence in other people? Yes, sir.
Testing them?
Testing them. Can you elaborate a little bit?
So if somebody says, I can do this well, then we have to put an initial faith in that person or that concept. And if they're able to deliver exactly what was said, then confidence in that person or concept grows.
You give them a small project and see how it goes. Yeah, okay, thank you. Somebody else had a hand raised? Yeah. And then Animesh.
I think just to elaborate his point, if he's an expert in that field, if he's a really masterpiece in that field, you can put your confidence in him. If you know somebody or he has the knowledge of how to have a flight, then you can put your confidence in him. You cannot put your confidence in me to have a flight, but
so
who's an expert?
How do you know that person is an expert?
That's a very difficult thing to analyze, actually. As he said, you have to go through some small test, larger test, and finally overcome that barrier. It's probably difficult, but it's not impossible.
Okay, all right. Animesh? He had his hand raised, Mataji, and then you next. Yes.
To build a relationship with that person.
Okay, all right. Yes, Mataji.
If they're saying that they're a doctor, make sure they have their license.
Okay, certificate, okay.
Anything that they do, therapists, dentists, mechanics, they have to have a license to do all those things, so they're qualified.
Okay. Yes, Mataji.
We can have confidence in a person when we observe their actions, when we see they walk their talk, or we can see that yeah, basically we
By observing.
see the, yeah, observing them.
Okay. How do you know a computer is a good computer before buying it? What do you do generally? Yes, Prahlad. Ask other people what they say. Read reviews, right? Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? Oh, yes, Mataji.
Confidence is built on trust. So trust is the number one factor. There's different ways to get to trusting someone. Obviously, experience, credentials, certificates, relationships. There's all kinds of ways to get there, but unless you trust that person, then you can't have 100% confidence in them.
Perfect answer. Trust. Somebody had her hand raised? Yeah.
Yeah, besides the trust, I believe that life is an experiment, so it can pass or fail. So we should give a chance to a person and regularly test him and plus guide him through. So we can read the behavior of that person and then probably build confidence on them.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. So exactly. So thank you for so nicely summarizing this. So you have confidence in somebody, like Mataji said, through trust, through certificate, through license, right? We need we need reviews. We need to hear other people say that. So like that, Krishna, the person, now going back to Krishna, we get to hear his reviews in Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Brahma Samhita. I mean, and very, very strong reviews from great influencers. In marketing, we have the word influencers, people who have a lot of Twitter followers. You know, those people, if they say something is good, 50 million people will follow that. So like that, Lord Brahma or Lord, like Narad Muni or Lord Shiva, these personalities, they're big personalities, and they're saying Krishna is God, and Krishna is glorious, and Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala, he's all for his devotees, loving, transcendental personality of Godhead, the most beautiful, the most powerful. So such great reviews about Krishna. So with these reviews, we might want to try out. Let's see. Let me dip my toe in Krishna Kanchana, see how it happened. Like Prabhu said, that try it out. If it passes or fails, you take a little risk, you chant Hare Krishna. I don't know what the risk is in chanting Hare Krishna. Actually, I had a friend in college. We were all chanting Hare Krishna, and he said, he was sitting there the whole time. And I was like, why did you chant? He's like, I don't know, man. If Hare Krishna is the name of the devil or what, I don't want to take the risk. So some people think it's risky to chant Hare Krishna, but it's very simple, right? And you see what happens. It took me 3 years to actually accept Krishna consciousness. I was not sure. I was like, they have an answer for everything. How is it possible? How long is Kali Yuga? Oh yeah, 432,000 years. Like, how did you know that? Everything has an answer. I'm like, this is too good to be true. So I was kind of like apprehensive, but over time, I just dipped my toe a little bit, and I saw like, wow, people are just transforming around me. What about me? And then I was like, okay, I'll chant. Maybe I'll give up meditating. Let's see what happens. And slowly, faith grows. It's a snowball effect. Then you take more strides, take more risks for Krishna. And you go against difficulties. Other people might say, maybe your parents will say, hey, don't become a devotee. Rather go to the bar. There, I meet people whose parents tell them, I'd rather see you in a bar than in the Iskcon temple. And then, but since you have a little faith now, you have a little strength to oppose that and say, no, I'm happy. That's all you care about, right? You want me to be happy? I'm happy being here. And you move forward. So that's slowly that faith develops, and that builds into confidence. Like this little baby tiger. So happy, These same teeth, the deer looks, and deer is like, that's death personified. But the baby tiger, oh, it's my mother. She's going to take care of me. So for us, Krishna is like that. We're not worried about cyclones and disease and death and old age. We know Krishna is there. Whatever it takes to take us back to Godhead, Krishna will do it. When I got initiated, there was a very saintly person who came in, His Holiness Badrinath Maharaj. He said, oh, Avello, you got initiated. Congratulations. And he told me something very sweet and simple. He said, just stay on the boat. That's all you need to do. And you'll go back to Godhead. And I was like, wow, it's that simple, huh? Just stay on the boat. And yes, in the ocean, there will be some waves, and there will be storms, but just stay on the boat. And that's it. And what does that boat mean? Following the principles that Srila Prabhupada gave us in his books. Simple things. Be in Krishna consciousness. Always remember Krishna. Never forget him. And act accordingly. Act in relation to Krishna. Act how we could be closer to Krishna. When I was stuck in India, there was I'll just share with you, it's nothing personal. My visa issue, there was something stuck with my visa, and I was like, I am addicted to, serving at IIT and Krishna House, and I was seeing the dates go by and this big events on campus, going by, and I'm like, Krishna, in 8 years, I've never missed anything. Why now? What's happening? And slowly I realized it was spring break. I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to miss the whole semester. And then from challenging Krishna, why me? Why Krishna? Why this? From that, I was like, you know what? In this situation, what can I do? How can I be close to Krishna? Because obviously, knowledge-wise, I know Krishna doesn't do anything bad for his devotees. Why am I seeing it as a bad thing? So maybe take a step back. So I took a step back. Okay, so I'm stuck in India. What can I do in this situation? I'm like, okay, I still have access to serving as the marketing person for the temple. So I was marketing Rath Yatra, I was marketing Narsimha Chaturdashi, everything. All the emails you get, So I was taking care of all that from India. And I was, on Skype, I was thinking of the Bhakti Vrikshas, this college preaching. I was preaching to the Prabhus in the Krishna house. So whatever I could, given my capacity, given where I was, given the limitation I had, I was doing. So I was acting in my relationship with Krishna, even though a little grumpy, of course. But I was like, you know what? Knowledge says this is what I should do. So it was not hard. It was just intellectually I was doing it. But as I was doing it, I tell you, there was so much reciprocation. And lo and behold, before I knew, I was meeting devotees, the local devotees in Calcutta, where I'm from. And I made a great relationship with those devotees in Iskcon Calcutta, and they utilized me for this massive event called Jaladut Yatra, in which I talked about. So, and I was able to serve there. So Krishna was there. Kishore didn't leave me even though I was away from them. So I was very happy that no matter what my situation is, no matter how difficult it is, Krishna is there. He's not forgotten me. So at least I have some hope. Some hope is there. And what is that hope? I was not struggling for anything. Nothing material. Actually, I live more lavishly in India than in US. But it was the association of devotees. You're my family. Whoever is here, this is my family. I spent my entire adult life with Iskcon Chicago devotees. So to be away from you was painful. It was pain of separation. My mother was like, I'm your mother. Aren't you happy being with me? I'm like, yes, I'm happy being with you, but I miss my friends and my family in Iskcon Chicago. Right? But it was great. I learned something, that Krishna is God. There is no point fighting with him. He's God. He's powerful. He'll do what he wants, and he has the best interest for me. So why should I fight with him? Why should I linger the process? So I just gave in. And whatever service opportunities came online and in the real world, just did that. And just went with the flow. I was happy. I was serving, I was chanting, I was reading, I was hearing, and I was taking care of my business in India and US, and I was happy. And opportunities opened up, things changed, I'm back. Right after Prabhupada Jaladut Yatra. Krishna had some plans. I'm happy. So, that baby tiger is that position. It took me a while to get there. Maybe I was not fully there. I was always questioning. But, that's a great place to be. You're fearless, you're confident, you're happy. That's it. And here Krishna says, by vision, by meditation, and by touch only do the fish, the tortoise, and birds maintain their offspring. Similarly do I also, O Padmaja. So we might think, where is Krishna? I'm struggling. Where is Krishna? But Krishna, that's how he does it. He's maintaining us, just like the fish, the tortoise, the birds. He's maintaining us through his vision. He's present right here in the heart, right? So he knows exactly what's happening, and he provides the exact right circumstance, the right things. And the goal is, what is the goal? What is Krishna doing all this for? What was that red part of that slide? Come to me. Yes. Yes. He wants us back. That's it. And for that, if we need money, he'll provide money. If we need a job, he'll provide a job. If we have to lose something, he'll make sure we lose it. It happens, right? Srila Prabhupada, he had a fantastic business, but his business had to be taken away. So he could take sannyas and come to the West and save us all. So Krishna will do whatever it takes. And eventually, like that Mataji said, we will realize it is for our best. It couldn't have been better. In fact, everything, every difficulty I've had in my Krishna conscious life, I look back and I'm like, I'm so grateful for it. It happened. So grateful. Because I learned, I grew, and I feel that I'm more protected than ever before. That is the glory of Krishna consciousness. Difficulties become opportunities. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that, right? In Krishna consciousness, difficulties are actually awards. That's when we grow the most. And that's also when some people might also fall away. If your faith is not strong enough, if we don't have confidence. So I beg you, if there are difficulties, please don't lose faith. Know for a fact, Krishna takes time sometimes, but he will never let you down. Never. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he had this, he's one of our acharyas in our disciplic succession, one of our teachers, and he had this amazing vision where he could experience what Krishna was going through. He could read Krishna's mind in a way. And when he was describing this verse from Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is saying, my dear Arjuna, declare boldly that my devotee shall never be vanquished. He says, Krishna does this. He beats his chest and he says, my dear Arjuna, declare it boldly, my devotee shall never be vanquished. So when Krishna says it, he will do it. It might take a little time, but have confidence that Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita and he will take care of you, no matter what. No matter what. Now, it can be a little difficult sometimes if we don't have enough knowledge to mistake confidence for something else. This cat, cats have 9 lives, so they can do it. But for us, if you want to test Krishna, it might be something not so nice, the outcome. We might not die, or we might die, but at least there are some bruises, some broken bones, ribcage, painful. Why go through it? So we shouldn't test Krishna. I mean, most of you know these stories, but I'll share it anyway. There was a man, there was flood, and everybody's like, oh, here's a boat, get on the boat, let's get out of here. He's like, no, God will save me. And then the helicopter came, and it's like, hey, get on the helicopter, God will save me. No, it's okay, God will personally come. 3-4 times people tried to save him, then he died, he drowned. He went back to heaven and said, it's a Christian story, so we don't have, God is not in heaven, God is in Vaikuntha. But he went back and he said, God, why didn't you save me? And God is like, I tried to save you 3 times, but you didn't get on the boat or the helicopter, right? So we shouldn't be dumb. We shouldn't test Krishna, right? We are his servant. We should know that Krishna is there to protect it, and we should take guidance from where? How should we guide it? Arjuna had Krishna in the same chariot as he was. Where is Krishna for us? Within our heart. Now, how do we know it's Krishna or it's the mind? Because Krishna says, mind is our worst, an uncontrolled mind is our worst enemy, right? So how do you know, super soul or mind? Yes, Prahlad. How do you know what's good for you, what's bad for you? What is our standard of measuring, right? What is it that we hold absolute, according to which we measure what is good for me, what is bad for me? How am I going closer to Krishna or away from Krishna? What is that measuring stick? Yeah, sure.
Holding it to the light of Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra.
Yeah.
So.
The GSS model. What is it that Yeshwanandan said? Somebody heard? This side? You want to say it one more time?
Holding our actions in light of Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra.
Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Guru. So, if we are new here, we might want to have somebody. It doesn't have to be somebody exalted, but somebody who can guide us. And eventually we would want to aspire for a guru. But at least somebody to guide us who is knowledgeable, a little bit more experienced in Krishna consciousness than us. Shastra. So that person, whatever that person is saying, he should be able to collaborate it with, back it up with scriptural reference, Where is it all coming from? It shouldn't be speculation. I mean, who cares what I think, right? That my opinion doesn't mean anything. But if Krishna is saying it. That's what that matters. So Shastra and Sadhu, examples. We see from scriptures various examples of people living in Krishna consciousness and going through very similar situations that we are facing. Like Arjun, he's fighting a battle. We have battles, sometimes with our spouses, sometimes with our bosses, sometimes with strangers, but we have battles, right? So, and anyway, life is a battle. It's a struggle. We are always struggling. But there is always, we can see how Krishna guided Arjuna. And those words apply to us because Krishna spoke for us. So Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, we can see examples, we can take guidance individually, and we can relate it back to scriptures to make sure what we're doing is not revolving around our mind and our mental speculation. Rather, it is coming directly from Krishna. We can go, that's a whole different topic by itself. So, now another question. So what would you do when you're next time faced with the difficulties? And to be specific, I broke it down. What would be your mood? How would you pray? What actions would you take towards solution? And what would be your attitude towards the outcome? So we'll start with the first one. What should be our mood when we are faced with a difficult situation? Yes.
We should be calm. Instead of getting tensed, we should be confident that it's all going to get well.
Okay.
And then we should pray God that please give me the solution, take care of the problem.
Okay, for now let's talk about the mood only, and then we'll go again, step by step. I'll summarize that and we'll go step by step. So, anybody else? Mood? Yes.
Could you raise your hand a little higher? Okay.
Generally, we always feel victimized, and we have a lot of self-pity whenever we have any difficulty, and we always want to know why this happened to me. So at least we shouldn't be in that mode, and we should try not to think like that.
Okay, thank you.
Feel victimized.
Okay, yes, Prabhu.
Whenever we get some difficulties, we should see that what Lord Krishna is wanting me to learn in that situation. Whether he want me to learn, whether he want me to act in a way he wants me to do that. If I can introspect myself and try to keep Shastra in the middle or guidance from the senior Vaishnavas, probably I may get some solution also.
Perfect. Okay. Ishanand, how much time do I have?
You have about 17 minutes.
17 minutes, okay. Okay, so a very nice thing I heard from a very saintly person was when situations like that happen, especially anger, right? Hit the pause button. Just stop for a second. Somebody said calm, right? Hit the pause button and think, okay, in this situation, how should I act to connect with Krishna? In my relationship, how to act in my relationship with Krishna? It's amazing, sometimes I get these angry emails and I'm like, I used to respond back very quickly and I would regret right after I hit the send button. So I learned, hit the pause button, stop. Go drink some water, come back, sit down, okay. Let's not be under the mode of passion. Let's see, how can I be in the mode of service in this situation? And then act. So can somebody maybe make a prayer, like given what we understand, what would be a proper prayer to Krishna when we are faced with difficulty? And you can quote somebody from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra also. But what is a nice little prayer? Anybody wants to give it a try? Yes, Prahlad.
Whatever the outcome is, I pray to you to resolve my problem, and I will not be dependent on what the solution is, because you know what's best for me.
Okay. All right. Somebody else? Yes.
Give us the strength to face the difficulties.
Okay. Give us the strength to. Okay. I'm good. So far, nobody said, take this away, Krishna. Why is this happening? Yes. Oh, sorry, I didn't understand you asking. Ishadanandan, sorry.
Oh, to ask for the intelligence to understand how we can become more Krishna conscious through the situation.
Okay. It's really nice. Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard the news that he's going to die in 7 days, you know what he said? Krishna is so kind. Thank you, Krishna. Generally, people don't get to even know when they're going to die. But you gave me 7 days to prepare for death. That's his mood, and that's his, he's thanking Krishna. So action towards resolution. And this could be, according to situation, time, place, and circumstance. And it's, best to take action based on the GSS model. What is that? One more time. Yes, Guru Sadhu Shastra. So it's not like you call up your guru and like, my son has a fever. What do I do? What medicine? No, it's not like that. But principles. We apply principles that we have learned from Guru Sadhu Shastra, and we apply it accordingly. An attitude towards the outcome. This is very important. This alone decides your future happiness or not. So what is the attitude towards the outcome? You pray to Krishna, you have a good mood. Okay, my dear Krishna, I want to act in my relationship with you. You take the necessary steps. And then, whatever the outcome is, what is your mood towards that? What's your attitude?
Optimistic about it.
I'm sorry?
Optimistic.
Optimistic, okay. So if it doesn't work out so well, you're going to be sad, right?
No, I'll just thank him that it's not worse.
Okay.
Say I got fever.
Okay.
I would just, instead of cribbing, why me, I would just be happy that at least I'm alive.
Okay, wonderful. And what did we learn from the slides? What else? What is the thing in the red? What is it for that Krishna is doing this?
To come to me.
Come to me.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Whatever it is. I heard this wonderful thing. This sannyasi in Iskcon, I forget his name, sorry. But I met him in Mayapur, and he told me, there is karma, right? So, but when you chant, even like very quickly, you burn out all your karma because it's so powerful, the holy name. And then after that, what works, he coined a term for it. It's called Krishna karma. Krishna karma is basically, Krishna puts you to certain situations to build you, to help you grow. Just like a butterfly, it struggles to come out of that little cocoon. But if you actually cut the cocoon and let it out, the butterfly will never be able to fly again because it doesn't secrete those waxy things. So it has to struggle to get out, and only then can it fly very nicely. So like that, Krishna takes away the impurities in our heart depending on how much we are eager to be with Krishna through certain situations. So my dear Krishna, you're very kind, and I understand that you want me to come back to you. So whatever you're doing, I know it's for my best. Knowing this, having this mindset, we'll be very happy. And actually, Krishna will reciprocate so amazingly, you will be in ecstasy. And others will, looking at you, it's contagious. When you're confident, confidence in Krishna is contagious. Seeing you, others will be inspired. They'll ask you, what is your secret? I'll tell you an example. Okay, I have some time. I'll tell you an example. So there was somebody I know, she's a devotee. She was in the New York City Board of Education. And she's always been a devotee, but she never told anybody she was working with that she was a devotee. Because she knew her boss didn't like the Hare Krishnas. So one time the mayor of New York City, he said he's going to dissolve the board. So basically all of them are going to be out of job. So the board members were like screaming and yelling, and they were frustrated, they were like cursing. And this Mataji, she was just like, okay, fine. She was doing her stuff, and nothing changed for her. And people noticed that. So her boss actually came to her and said, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you worried? She's like, I have strong spiritual backing. I'm not worried. I know it's for my good. And her boss is like, my husband has cancer. I'm going through a lot. And now I'm losing my job. I really need help. Can you help me? She's like, okay, what do you need? Like, tell me, what is your spiritual path? She's like, you really don't want to know. She's like, no. Tell me, whatever it is, I'll follow it. I want to try it out. No, you really don't want to know. Are you sure? No. And then she finally said, I'm a Hare Krishna. Like, no. Yeah, I'm a Hare Krishna. No. why? What's wrong with the Hare Krishna? She was asking her boss, like, why do you have this thing against the Hare Krishna? She's like, when I was in college, many of my very, very good students who were my friends, they left college to become Hare Krishnas and they become monks. And I couldn't tolerate it. They left and they're escapists. That's how I always saw them. She's like, I'm not an escapist. I'm not a monk. I'm working right here with you. And so, finally, she understood a little bit. She met her spiritual master, and then she also became a devotee. And, it's just a wonderful process. So, being confident in Krishna, you're not just helping yourself from all the extra stress that you have to go through otherwise, but you're also helping other people just by being who you are. It's amazing. So that's pretty much it. I'll end it here. Are there any questions? Okay, please.
Actually, it's like Queen Kunti is praying for difficulties, because the more you're in difficulties, the more you think of Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. That's Queen Kunti. She has been through a lot, and in our situation, we might not have the heart to say Krishna more difficulties. But whatever difficulties we already have, we can be happy with that. I'd be like, Krishna, thank you. I can remember you for the opportunity. Help me out. Let me through. And it's totally okay to ask Krishna for help. It's not like Krishna will be upset if you ask for material things. At the very beginning stage, it's okay. At least you're coming to Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I consider you a great soul, Mahatma. Right? So it's okay. But eventually, as we grow through, we see Krishna. We don't even have to ask. Krishna takes care of everything for us because he has the best thing in mind, which is, come back to me. Come back to Krishna. Yes. Anything else? Anybody wants to share, comment, question? Something I missed you might want to, or something I said wrong? All right. Oh, okay.
On your action, is same as putting your confidence on Krishna? Are they two same or are they two different?
I didn't answer the first part.
You said that when you put your confidence in somebody, when you are confident of something, you need to put your confidence on your action, that what you're doing.
On your what?
Actions.
Action.
Yep.
Okay.
And you also put your confidence on Krishna. Well, my question is, are they two same?
Okay, go ahead.
Are they two same or they are different?
That's different. Your action, what you're acting is on the basis of what you know of Krishna. Remember that slide? How he operates and who he is. Knowing who Krishna is and knowing that we want to be with Krishna, how do I act in this situation? So the action is actually based on who Krishna is and our relationship with Krishna, based on knowledge. Guru Sadhu Shastra, the GSS model. So that knowledge gives us confidence that it has worked for thousands of other people. It has worked for all the people, and we see in our examples in this movement, in the scriptures, everywhere. So it will work for me. So that's the confidence in the process, in Krishna. And that's how we act. Does that answer?
And just to clarify certain things. So when you put your confidence much more on the process, do you lose the confidence in Krishna then? Because I know this process work, I have to follow that. Why should I faith him or whatever he is? I have these three things with myself. I know what exactly it is. I'm confident I can go this way. I don't care about what Krishna is thinking of me or I think of Krishna.
Well, then it's not the process, because the process is fraught with Krishna consciousness. The process is Krishna consciousness. So remembering Krishna, never forgetting him.
The process is equivalent to that then?
It is the process, it is the means. It's means and end is the same thing. If somebody wants to add to that, feel free. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
This side, this is fine.
I've rated a 9 out of a 10.
Thank you, Prabhu.
This avenue is not working, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Thank you. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatanine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,